Shalom everybody, hope you're doing well. Once again, hope your week was amazing, getting ready for Shabbos in the world. A really quick thought on this week's Torah portion, Parshat Pekudei, the end of Sefer Shmot, the end of the book of Exodus. And we've been learning, as we've been speaking about so much about the Mishkan and all the parts and the measurements and the people who built it. And this week it's all coming together. It's all coming into one final structure through the hands of Moshe. And it's really interesting because we learn from the Nintivot Shalom, who brings down a teaching that during the 7 days that preceded the Mishkan being set into official use, there was a 7-day period beforehand where Moshe was basically putting together and taking apart the Mishkan every single day. There's an opinion that he took it apart twice a day. There's an opinion that he took it apart 3 times a day. But the idea that for 7 days Moshe is taking apart and putting back together the Mishkan is a very interesting idea. One quick little thought on that I heard from a good friend of mine, Ruvain Spiro. He says, why did Moshe have to put it together and take it apart every single day? It seems like very laborious. It seems like very unnecessary work and unnecessary effort. But as we've been talking about in previous weeks, that the Mishkan is this reflection of the world. It's almost a map of the entire universe. Right? Every single piece and every single measurement and every single placement and location in and of the Mishkan has incredible, not only symbolism, but significance. It's showing us how the world works. The way that the Mishkan fits together is really showing us how the world fits together. And when Moshe is taking apart and then putting together the Mishkan every single day, it's like he's getting into the details of the parts of the Mishkan over and over and over again. According to one opinion, 14 times. According to another opinion, 21 times before the Mishkan is set and goes into use. Right? It's just taking apart and putting back together to know intimately the pieces of the Mishkan in order to know what they're all about individually and how they fit into the greater whole, the one Mishkan. The teaching that I get from this, and that Reuven shared with us, is this idea that, again, if the Mishkan is the reflection of the world, it's inspiring us to look at the world in the same way. Take it apart, put it back together, understand that the world is made up of individual parts, people, places, nature, animals, trees, all the different things, events of our lives. They're all individual in their essence, but they all fit into a larger tapestry of life, into a greater story that's being told and that's unfolding. And if we can understand the parts intimately and understand how they fit together intimately, we can understand our lives better and the world better. And as we say so many more times, with this awareness of everything fitting together perfectly and seamlessly, right? And with a plan and with a mission and with a vision, right? But each part plays a role in this greater thing. Each part of the Mishkan is an individual entity, but being part of something so much larger than itself. And this Parsha also is Parshat Shkalim, the Shabbat before Rosh Chodesh Adar, right, that brings Purim very, very soon. We read a special extra part of the Torah that talks about the Chetzi Shekel that every Jew brought to the temple so that the temple would have the funds in order to buy the different things that was necessary for its functioning every single day. And it's interesting, whether you're rich or poor, everyone brought the same amount, a Chetzi Shekel, a half a shekel. Why a Chetzi Shekel and not a full shekel? There's all these beautiful teachings on it, but one idea is that maybe to show us that we're all just parts. If I was giving a whole shekel, I would think, oh, I'm a whole entity in and of itself, in and of myself. I can function independently without anything else in the world. But the fact that we bring a Chetzi Shekel shows a little bit, like in the language of Reb Shlomo Karlebach, that we're a little bit broken, right? That here is me, but I need other pieces in order to mashlim et atzmi, in order to complete myself. I'm only a Chetzi, I'm only a part, and while the part is really significant and really important, it can only fully actualize its potential in the presence of other parts as well, just like the Mishkan, just like the world. May we be blessed to have eyes like that going into Shabbat, last Parsha of the book of Exodus, going out into the world. Here we go. Let's make it happen. Shabbat Shalom. Love and blessings from the land of Israel. Shabbat Shalom.